guys, I hope you enjoyed last week's lesson and I hope you had a great week this week. So, as you might have known all by now, I like music and I enjoy playing guitar. So, do you want to know what this week's lesson is about? Well, let me tell you this. It's about rational numbers, classifying numbers, integer numbers, and whole numbers. Today, these are the topics I want to talk about. So yeah, if you're ready, let's go to our next lesson and let's have fun. Today we want to discuss the classification of numbers and their application in mathematical operations. In here, you see the countable numbers starting with 0. These are called whole numbers. Now, look at this list. This is a list of numbers containing positive and negative whole numbers, which we call integer numbers. Any numbers that can be written as a fraction are rational numbers. The numerator and denominator of this fraction can be an integer number, and the denominator cannot be 0. Now, think about this. Which numbers can we write as a fraction? Yes, all these numbers can be written as fractions. Decimal numbers, integer numbers, and mixed numbers. Okay. I'm gonna give you guys an example for simple fraction. Here, we have 2 over 6 as a simple fraction. To write a whole number as a fraction, we have to put this number on the numerator spot, and the denominator of the fraction will be 1. This method is similar for negative numbers. Now, pay close attention to 0.34 as a decimal number. As you see here, 0 is in the ones place, 3 is in the tenths place, and 4 is in the hundredths place. So, we can make a fraction with 100 as a denominator, which is the last decimal section of the number, and 34 will be on the numerator spot. Let me talk about mixed numbers, or in other words, improper numbers. Actually, a fraction greater than 1 gives us a mixed number. When we are talking about a greater than 1 fraction, a numerator has to be greater than the denominator. For example, in here, we have 18 over 6. That basically means 18 divided by 6. In this example, when we simplify the fraction, the result will be a whole number or an integer number. Now, let me talk about another example, which is 9 over 4. We can write the numerator of this fraction like 1 plus 8, which in this case, 8 is a multiple of the denominator, which is 4. As you see, we can separate this fraction to the sum of two fractions, 1 over 4 plus 8 over 4. If we simplify 8 over 4, the result will be 2 as a whole number. And finally, we have 2 and 1/4 instead of 9 over 4. Let me give you an example of the reverse operation, 8 and 1/2. 8 and 1/2 can be written as 8 over 1 plus 1 over 2, or 8 times 2 plus 1 over 2, which will be 17 over 2. I will talk more about this in the future. Here, to show the relationship between whole numbers, integer numbers, and rational numbers, I got the help from this Venn diagram, which shows each group of these numbers with a circle. And as you can see, integer numbers are a subset of rational numbers, and whole numbers are a subset of integer numbers and rational numbers. Okay, before I go watch Garfield, let me tell you the question of the week. This week's question is 1.5 a rational number? And if the answer is yes, how can it be written as a fraction? Thanks for watching this week's episode and see you next time.